Hello everyone and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today wherever you are in this great world. We're gonna talk about XRP. And I meant to mention this in that previous video. Tokenized U.S. Treasury bills make their debut on the XRP Ledger. Ripple announced that it will invest $10 million in these tokens. Remember when that happened? Now, I think this is going to gain a lot of momentum very fast. Honestly, I think the entire world's debt is going to become tokenized at some point. And as XRP holders, we're going to be witnessing that happening in real time. That is the path forward for the world's debt. Now, when it comes to XRP no longer being a security, it's never going to be a security ever again. And this strengthens that. So Grayscale emphasized that their XRP Trust gives investors exposure to a protocol with an important real-world use case, XRP and cross-border payments. SEC, the closed-end fund will offer accredited investors direct exposure to XRP. Grayscale previously offered an XRP Trust, but dissolved it back in 2021, following the U.S. SEC 2020 lawsuit against Ripple Labs that alleged the XRP token is a security under federal securities law. Now that XRP is no longer deemed a security, that's why Grayscale is once again opening up this trust. And like I always told you, nothing is holding us back in this run. Once alt season starts, XRP is going to perform incredibly because nothing is holding it back. Back in 2021, XRP was already taken down off of a lot of major exchanges. This time, XRP is back on those exchanges. Nothing is holding us back. This comes from Ashley Prosper. How close is Ripple and the Federal Reserve? Well, numerous employees from the Fed have worked for Ripple. Greg Kidd, Chief Risk Officer, Karen Gifford, CCO, Norman Reed, General Counsel, and even one that previously worked for Ripple, who now works at the Fed, Michael Barr, Federal Reserve Supervisor. Now, with Jerome Powell's recent comments about the U.S. building a new system for instant payments, who do you think is best positioned to assist with that? And what asset do you think they might use? Honestly, I think the Fed is going to utilize RippleNet and XRP. But I think Ripple at some point might even replace the Fed, because Ripple looks more and more like a central bank all the time. But there's so many ties to Ripple and the Fed, and this was going on for years. This goes all the way back to like 2017, 2018. This is why XRP needs Interledger. Take a listen to this.
This is why XRP needs Interledger.
So what I'm saying is Interledger payments plus digital assets are what we need to build the Internet of Value. We need an exchange protocol that allows money to move across these different ledgers. And we need digital assets too. Digital assets can do things that other assets can't do. For example, they can settle across countries and they can be universal.
So think about it like this. What Interledger does is it helps XRP, and XRP, through the use of Interledger, becomes the Internet of Value. And that's the path forward. You know, XRP can move anything of value anywhere in the world in a matter of seconds. And people keep thinking that there's going to be some sort of alternative to XRP. There is no alternative to this cryptocurrency. And I stress that. And then you look beyond Interledger. Look at Overledger. This is QNT. And I always said, QNT is the glue that's going to bind this whole network together. So you see Overledger. Then you see enterprise permission blockchains. You see JP Morgan, Ethereum, Ripple, public permission blockchains, Stellar, Bitcoin, Ethereum, IOTA, other blockchains, Binance, and so on. This is why I've been pointing out since 2022 how Overledger is bringing everything together. And now with Interledger allowing for 1 trillion transactions per second, utilizing XRP, utilizing XLM, this network is almost complete. And once it's complete and it goes live, let me tell you something. You're either holding XRP or you are left behind. More evidence shows that JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, and others are utilizing Ripple's technology and leveraging XRP for payments. The document emphasizes that banks failing to adopt this tech risk being overtaken by fintech disruptors. So they're saying that if the banks don't get on board, they risk being taken over. So to sum things up in the words of one banker we surveyed, banks should not resist change. Disruption will always happen. And that's what we're holding. We are holding the disruption. If you're holding these utility-driven cryptocurrencies, you are holding the disruption. Bitcoin is the distraction. That's why it's all over the mainstream media news. That's why all day long on X, it's post after post trying to get people into Bitcoin. They don't want you holding the disruption. And people still think these cryptocurrencies are going to be sitting at a cheap price forever. Wait until they start to break out. Global Blockchain Business Council. And look at who their sponsors and partners are. Once again, Ripple, Algorand, Hedera, coming together once again. I think Ripple and Hedera and Algorand are working together more than we think behind the scenes. And that makes sense because they're also ISO cryptocurrencies. They're going to be part of the new financial system. Ripple prepares for stablecoin launch with new burns. And we also know that RLUSD is going to run on both the XRP Ledger and Ethereum. I still think Ripple and Ethereum are working together as well, because all of a sudden there's a lot of connections with Ripple and Ethereum. And I want to see where this goes also, because Ethereum is also going to be with us into the future. So is Bitcoin. They're not going to be as relevant as they are today. They're not going to be sitting at the high prices we're seeing today, but they're still going to be with us. I still think Bitcoin is going to get some utility both through the XRP Ledger and Flare as well. Like I said, you know, the reason I'm always urging people not to go in on Bitcoin right now is because something big is going to happen. Is it going to be the fall of Tether? Because that's going to take a lot of the value out of Bitcoin. And then all of a sudden, Bitcoin is still going to be with us. It's just not going to be as expensive as it is right now. XRP Kuwait expands XRP Ledger connectivity with 2 new hubs. So 2 new hubs have launched by XRP Kuwait, which improve node synchronization and peering of the XRP Ledger. The expansion underlines the significance of community involvement schemes for keeping the XRP network healthy and decentralized. Increased node connectivity may result in better throughput and faster and less likely to fail transactions on the XRP Ledger. We're always seeing growth on the XRP Ledger as well. Now, there's a lot of people in the XRP community that keep saying that the XRP Ledger is dead and no growth is happening. There's a lot of growth happening, but it's around tokenization. It's around payments, cross-border payments, remittances. There's growth happening. It's just growth that they don't like because somebody's not paying them to shield the projects. That's what's really going on. Zomin 3.0 is here. We've introduced new features, improvements, and our monetization strategy to ensure a sustainable and innovative future for the Zomin ecosystem. And I like the fact that they're upgrading right before alt season begins. As the XRP Ledger ecosystem grows and evolves, it's crucial that developers have the tools to keep pace. With the network moving faster and more dynamically, we recognize the need to ensure that Zomin doesn't become a bottleneck for innovation. That's why we're introducing universal transaction signing in Zomin 3.0, a feature that allows developers to set up and connect to any network with different amendments enabled and sign transactions seamlessly. This enables developers to experiment with new transaction types and amendments without waiting for updates, offering more flexibility and control, meaning that developers can now bring X apps and different solutions to the users even faster. With that in mind, this feature is only available if developer mode is enabled on the app. So I like the idea that they're always upgrading and always improving their already great technology. If BlackRock and Coinbase were doing anything suspect, why are they amending the original agreement? Cough, paper Bitcoin cough. And that's what I see going on with BlackRock and Coinbase. They're creating value out of nothing. And even the OG Bitcoin holders, they always point out that BlackRock was the worst thing to happen to Bitcoin. And whenever you're creating value out of nothing, that value isn't real. And we are pushing into a time in crypto where now we have regulations coming. Everything now is being more around value, utility, and use case. So something that has propped up value and is nothing but hype, that's eventually going to disappear. It's going to all come crashing down all at once. Us as crypto investors will see it as a major black swan when it happens. But then as soon as it happens, the path forward is going to be so much different. You know, everything is going to be fully regulated and totally legit. And that's why with mass adoption happening, you're not going to want speculation still left here in crypto. You know, retail was always noise, and they always wanted to eliminate us from this space because we beat everybody here. But once everything becomes fully legit and fully regulated, I think a handful of cryptocurrencies are going to be very valuable cryptocurrencies. That's what I see coming. And this isn't years away anymore. This is all going to happen in the coming months. Everything is already setting up for this to happen. Look what's going on with Tether. But you know, as XRP holders, the end game for us is that we get rich. And until it happens, stay patient and stay positive. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.